Hare Krishna. We are continuing our discussion on the pastimes of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Goswami Maharaj. So during the childhood, he was asked by his father to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and he regularly did that. Even the Bhaktivinoda Thakur offered him the tulsi beads which he had brought from Puri. And also Bhaktivinoda Thakur had initiated him into the Narasimha mantra to worship Lord Narasimha Dev. In that same year, 1885, during the construction of the new home, the Bhaktivinoda Thakur found a deity of Kurmadev, Shaligram Shira that was. And it was a tradition that the Shaligram Shira should be worshipped by the born Brahmanas. Right? But by seeing the desire of the Bimala Prasad, the young Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he had a desire to worship this particular deity. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur agreed and he offered that deity to Bimala Prasad. And Bimala took all the training under the guidance of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, his father, and he started following all the rules and regulation and started chanting all mantras as Brahmana did. And then it is said that he was like a living encyclopedia. Whatever you ask, and he has the answer. Even when he was a young boy, he said that whatever he read once, that would remember him throughout the life. Even when he was invalid and he was about to pass away from this world, still he could remember the things read 50 years ago. With the page number, he would tell that what was written on that page. Like that, he had such a wonderful brain, such a wonderful recollecting power he had. Not only that, he when he was a young boy, he had developed a new language, which was not an easy task, right? So he was not an ordinary boy. He was not at all interested in having the frivolous activities or to waste the time. He was totally absorbed in the Krishna Bhakti. He was spontaneously attracted to Krishna consciousness, and he was always meditating on how can I perfect my human form of life. He was like a Prahlad Maharaj, and it is explained that Bhaktivinoda Thakur, when he observed his child as growing, he could see that this boy has the potency to propagate the Lord Chaitanya's mission, and that's how he started giving him the training in a particular way. He took him for the preaching programs. He taught him how to print the books. He taught him various things, various training he had given him. He started teaching him the various scriptures and the Vedas, and not only that, he would take him to regular visit to the sadhus and the holy places, so that he can learn something from them. So once during their visit, they were visiting the holy places where the Lord Chaitanya had performed his pastime. So they were at the Kulinagram. So Kulinagram is a place whose residents were extremely beloved of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So they were they wanted to visit this particular place, Kulinagram, but somehow or other that was the evening and they could not enter the village. So they thought we will spend the night in this outskirt of the village where there was one temple. So they stayed there overnight, and in the morning they entered the village. So now all people started asking them, who are you people and where did you spend your night? And that time they replied, we actually spent our night in that temple which is just outskirt of your village. And people astonished, they said, how could you stay there? That place is haunted by Brahma Rakshasa. Did and anyone passes that road, or anyone who goes to that temple after the dusk, that Brahma Rakshasa comes and he harasses the people, and then he start throwing the stones, and he starts beating them, and he had done many atrocities to the people. So how could you live there? So then Bhaktivinoda Thakur started speaking that actually he disturbed us, but we didn't bother so much because we were chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and when we chanted, the ghost was easily subdued. And now the people were thinking They were actually astonished because they told that actually this particular Brahma Rakshasa was the priest of this particular temple, and he always chanted Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and we still wonder that how he became the ghost. Please answer this question, Bhaktivinoda Thakur. That time Bhaktivinoda Thakur started speaking that, it is not that one who chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, he is a devotee, or he was just vibrating the lips. He was not actually into the spiritual path. He was just making the show of his spirituality. He was after the women and the money. So that's why he became the ghost in this life. And then people could understand. Then one of the villager asked, then what is the hope for him? Who can save him? Now he has become ghost, but how can he get liberated? That time Bhaktivinoda Thakur told that whenever he hears the pure holy name which is chanted by the pure devotee of the Lord, then he has some hope, he can get liberation. And after this particular incident took place, people could understand that ghost is no more staying there. He was liberated, and then people could understand that Bhaktivinoda Thakur and his son Bimala Prasad, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, are not an ordinary person. They are actually pure devotees of the Lord, because when they chanted, from the time they have chanted in that particular temple, the ghost is not there. The ghost has attained the liberation. So these are pastimes which shows that Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur was not an ordinary person. Externally we may see that just ordinary person. Example is given that the milk and the water with the lime, when we mix the lime with the water and the milk, looks externally the same, but the substance is different. So similarly, devotee and non-devotee may look externally the same, but the substance is different. So these are the pastimes of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. In next session we will discuss some more pastime in detail. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.